Today we will see your fourth assignment on MySQL, that is on aggregate function. As we have seen in lectures that what is aggregate function. Can anyone tell me what is aggregate function? See what happens. Aggregation is nothing but the collection, or it aggregates the values. Okay. So what happens in MySQL? The database is in tabular form. Okay. So the columns are called as a field, and in every field there are what we will say that they are multi-set values. Okay. In the field there are multiple values, or say you can say that that tuple variables are there present. Okay. So the collection of that variables is can be called it as a what we'll say a set. Okay. So as we have seen in last assignment about the set operations, you have understood the different join operations perform on the database. Okay. So today we will see in the aggregate function. What happens? People generally think that aggregation means you have to calculate average. No, it's not like that. Aggregation performs the calculation, but it gives you the single value return. Are you understanding? So there are multiple set values, and you will operate on that, and you will get the single value output. So what could be the output? Output could be the average, output could be the minimum value, output could be a maximum value, output could be a summation of that column, or say field. Okay, summation of the values. So it usually performs on the integer data type or numeric data type. Okay. So for that, let me show you how the aggregation works. So there are basically five main aggregate functions. You can list it down. First one is average, second one is minimum, third one maximum, fourth one summation, and fifth one is count. Count operation will give you the number of records. Okay, how many numbers of record present in that field, or how many values, distinct values are present in that field, that will be given. Okay. So in what happens in the calculation, there could be a possibility of null values. Okay. So that null, how that null values can be treated, or how that null values can be handled. So when you are taking average, that null value doesn't that null value, how that null value will affect your average, because in count that null value will be counted as a record. Okay. So that we will see in the practical. So let me create as you know, we have created a database T2. I am going to use that database. So let me create a table for that. Create table employee. Right. Fields, what we'll say, employee ID could be a field. It is of integer or numeric data type. Okay. So employee name can be there. So name could be a varchar. Uh, okay. Then department, uh, department we can see. I'll just department name could be a varchar. Uh, you can take character data type as well as number data type also. We can take age group. Age could be of number data type or integer data type. It's up to you. You can choose any numeric data type. Okay. So I think number values could not be more than usually 99. Okay. So usually after the age of 60, people get retired. So we will just enter the number in two value. Okay. Two digit value only. So that's why this kind of validation you should practice. Okay. This could validate the data. So when you see the, if you give the age as an integer data type, so by mistake any person can enter the age value as 999. So no one will live that much years. So this practice you should get in a salary. So we have to find minimum maximum salary or minimum maximum age. That's why I'll take that in this table. So salary could be of integer type. Okay. Are you getting? Yes or no? Okay. So here number data type is not working, as we are having MySQL 8.0. The that could be override overwritten in the definitions that we will check in the documentation. But let's keep it in integer. Okay. So now we have created. You can check the schema of employee table. Yes, this is the schema. So we have to enter some values into, as the return could be, if you select the records from employee, you will get the empty set, as we have not entered any record. So you will get the empty set. So we have to insert values. Insert into employee. Values could be like ID, then what is name. So then what is next field is department. So department could be computer. Okay. So as it is varchar, we have to get the quote. We should mention it in quote. Okay. Age could be a 30. Okay. Age number. Then what is salary could be a, okay. So this is the one record. Okay. What happens the error center? Insert into values. So we have to mention values. Okay. So we should be taking care of the syntax properly. Okay, it is inserted. Now you can check it is inserted. So next we have to enter some more values. So let's do the same thing. So as I want to enter more values, so I'll just put this comma and get the things like multi-line query can I pass. So okay, so we will get at least four to five values for that. Already we are using 30. So So let's check that entries. So here you can check that we have created employee table. Okay, so here 1 2 3 4 5 fields are there, so we have to perform aggregate function. Okay, so by we will perform function what aggregate function on this salary column. Okay, so you can see there are total 5 number of records. So first we will perform for average. So what could be the query for average? So the syntax could be like select. Okay, select, then you have to mention average. You have to mention column name. You should be taking care that how you have written the column name. So salary. Okay, you have experienced in SQL queries that it is a letter sensitive. So if you write average in capital, then it will also process. But if you write the salary in capitals, then it will not process, because you have to be very strict about the names. So as you have written in the field name, it should be like this only. Okay. So please keep in mind that thing while execution. So average salary from, you have to mention the table name. Here again you should be very specific about table name. Okay, then okay, that's it. So it will calculate the average salary. So you can check that whether it is uh, going to return you the average salary or not. So you can take the average of these 5 things, so you will get the record. Okay, you can also combine this query with the different clauses like order by or where clause. You can arrange this that we will see next. Okay, so this one is for average. Okay, this one is for average. It is getting us a average value. It is returning us a average value. Okay, so now we will take the maximum salary. So you have to just uh, get that function that I want maximum salary. So who could be the maximum salary? So this could be the maximum salary. Okay. So what it will return? Maximum salary. So it is only returning you the maximum salary number, but you can get it. What will say? Get it complete record. So for that you have to select the this this kind of, what we'll say, field names. Okay. Like, you can try that combination and show me while doing the practicals that we have already seen in last assignments, how we have to select that particular record with the where clause. I am just showing you the average, minimum, maximum and summation. You will get the minimum salary from here. Yes, it is the minimum salary. Okay, you will have average salary, you will have maximum, you will have average, then you have to check for summation, sum. Okay, what it will return? It will return you the total salary. But if you want to use where clause, you can add that where. How where clause work, that we have already seen, where you can give the department wise. As you have known, there is a computer department. We can check the total sum of the salary spending on the computer department. So you can check that where column name DPT equal to computer. You have to mention the value in quotation. Okay, so it will return you the summation of computer department only. So you can check the summations. You can also try 7 and 5 12. So it is giving you 1,20,000 amount. Yes, it is 1,20,000 amount. This much amount is spent on the computer department through the whole salary. That way you can design the queries. Okay, so this is how where clause work and the aggregate functions work. Okay, now we will see the count. Now we will see the counts. Okay, I'll just remove this. We will check that later. Okay, so how much it will return? It will return you 5 records. Okay, so and what if you give there again a where clause? It will give you 2 records. You can check it for IT also. Different combinations you can try. Okay. So I hope you understood how aggregate function works. But what I am asking you that you please execute these queries and show me the complete results of that. Which age group, average age group you can calculate now. Then what is the maximum age of the employee in the group or in the set, that you, that way you can show. Then who is the what will say, who is the youngest employee in the department, or say in the employee table, who is the youngest. So how you are going to find, you have to display his name. So likewise queries has been asked, and that way you have to perform this aggregate function and you have to return the values. Okay, I hope you all understood.